Picture an island, not just any island, but Imagination Island, a place where anything you dream can come to life. Now let's embark on an extraordinary adventure with our brave, young explorer, Zara. As she steps aboard her sailboat, Zara's heart throbs with anticipation. Her eyes sparkle with curiosity. This isn't just any journey, it's a voyage to the legendary Imagination Island. Zara's excitement bubbles up like a fresh spring as she unfurls the sails, catching the wind. There's a world of wonder waiting for her, a realm where creativity is the currency and imagination the language. She can hardly wait to dive into this ocean of possibilities, where every wave is a new idea, every breeze a fresh inspiration. Her little boat begins to move, leaving the familiar shores behind. Zara's heart is a flutter, her mind alive with visions of the extraordinary adventures that lay ahead. With her heart full of excitement and her mind buzzing with ideas, Zara set course for Imagination Island. As Zara's boat gently docked on the sandy shores of Imagination Island, she could hardly believe her eyes. The island was like nothing she had ever seen before, a grand visual symphony of the mind's boundless creativity. Towering castles made of shimmering rainbows rose in the distance, while vibrant gardens of candy flowers spread out around her, their sweet aroma filling the air. Zara watched as friendly creatures of all shapes and sizes, born of pure imagination, frolicked in the sun. There were polka-dotted elephants, tiny dragons spouting harmless little sparks, and even a group of cheerful trees that danced to the rhythm of the wind. Each sight was more marvelous than the last, every detail a testament to the extraordinary power of imagination. Zara's heart swelled with awe and wonder, her mind buzzing with a million ideas. As she stepped onto the island, a profound realization dawned on her. On Imagination Island, the only limit was her own creativity. Soon, Zara encountered her first challenge on Imagination Island. This wasn't just any ordinary island. It was a place where problems weren't solved by strength or speed, but by the power of imagination. Zara found herself standing before a towering wall of tangled vines. It was too high to climb, too dense to walk through, and there was no way around it. For a moment, Zara felt a knot of worry in her stomach. But then she remembered where she was. This was Imagination Island, and she had the most powerful tool at her disposal, her imagination. Zara closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She thought about the problem at hand. The wall was too high and too dense. But what if she didn't have to go through it? What if she could go under it? In her mind's eye, she imagined a shovel, sparkling with magic. When she opened her eyes, there it was, in her hands, real as the sand beneath her feet. With a delighted laugh, she started to dig. The sand was soft and easy to move, and before she knew it, she had created a tunnel under the wall of vines. Emerging on the other side, she felt a rush of joy and accomplishment. She had done it. She had used her imagination to overcome her first challenge on the island. But as she looked around, she realized that she had also created something else. The tunnel she had dug was not just a way to get past the wall, but also a new path for others to follow. Zara discovered that imagination is not just about dreaming, it's also about problem solving. She had learned a valuable lesson that day. On Imagination Island, any challenge can be overcome. Any barrier can be broken if you just dare to dream a little and imagine a lot. Imagination Island was full of wonders, but it also gave Zara a space to express herself. Here on Imagination Island, Zara discovered a new side of herself. She began to see that her thoughts and ideas could take shape, form, and color. It was as if her mind was a paintbrush, and the island was her canvas. Each stroke of her imagination brought forth vibrant creations that were uniquely hers. And oh, what a sight to behold. Zara didn't just create, she expressed. She poured her feelings into her creations, her joy, her excitement, her curiosity. There was a tree she imagined, its leaves shimmering in shades of her laughter. A river she envisioned, its waters flowing with the rhythm of her thoughts. A mountain she formed, its peak reaching towards the heights of her aspirations. Every creation was an echo of Zara's inner world, a manifestation of her spirit. And as she expressed herself, she felt a sense of joy and satisfaction like never before. It was not about creating the most beautiful or the most impressive. It was about creating something that was genuinely hers. Zara realized that her imagination was not just for dreaming or problem solving. It was a mirror reflecting her, a voice speaking her truth, a platform for her to be heard. She could play, explore, invent, and most importantly, express. She could be herself, in her purest, most authentic form. Zara's journey on Imagination Island was about more than just adventures and challenges. It was about uncovering her own potential, about understanding the power of her mind. It was about learning to express herself freely and joyfully, without fear or hesitation. Through her journey, Zara discovered the magic of her imagination. She realized that every thought, every idea, every dream she had was a seed of creativity, waiting to blossom. And as she nurtured these seeds with love and passion, she saw them grow into beautiful expressions of herself. Zara understood that imagination is a powerful tool for self-expression. With each passing day, Zara turned Imagination Island into a world of endless possibilities. The island began to change, reflecting the boundless creativity of a young mind. Each leaf on every tree, each grain of sand on the beach, and each ripple on the ocean was touched by the magic of Zara's imagination. The island took the shape of her dreams, her hopes, and her aspirations. Every sunrise brought a new day, and with it, a fresh canvas for Zara to paint her ideas. The trees that were once just trees became towering skyscrapers of emerald green. The sand transformed into a playground of golden dreams, and the ocean turned into a vast expanse of stories waiting to be written. Zara's imagination was not just a flight of fancy. It was a tool, a mighty instrument that she wielded with the grace of an artist and the precision of a scientist. It was her imagination that helped her solve the puzzles that the island threw at her, turning every obstacle into an opportunity for creativity. Through her adventures, Zara discovered that her imagination was not just a source of entertainment. It was a powerhouse of innovation. It was a means to express herself and make her mark on the world around her. Imagination Island was no longer just an island. It was a mirror reflecting Zara's thoughts, a testament to her creativity, and a symbol of her potential. She realized that imagination was not confined to the boundaries of the island. It was a universal force, a key that could unlock doors to countless worlds. It was a bridge that connected reality with the realm of dreams. It was a magic wand that could transform the ordinary into extraordinary. With her imagination, Zara could create, innovate, and dream without limits. She had the power to shape her world and the world around her. She discovered that the only limits that exist are the ones we set for ourselves. Zara learned that with imagination, she could build a world where anything was possible. As Zara prepared to leave Imagination Island, she looked back at the world she had created. Our brave explorer, Zara, had embarked on a journey unlike any other, one filled with challenges and triumphs, all stemming from the power of her own imagination. Her voyage to Imagination Island was not just a physical journey across the sea, but a voyage into the depths of her own creative spirit. She arrived at the island, a blank canvas, and with her imagination, painted a world rich with colors and shapes, sounds and stories, a world that was uniquely hers. Each challenge she faced, she overcame not with brute force, but with creative solutions, proving that imagination was not just a tool for creating, but for problem-solving too. In her time on the island, Zara discovered the power of self-expression. She learned that her imagination was a voice that could sing, shout, whisper, and echo, as unique and as powerful as she was. She used this voice to express herself, to share her ideas and feelings, to communicate in a way that was uniquely hers. And with this voice, she built a world of possibilities. Each idea was a building block, and with these blocks, she built structures, landscapes, stories, and adventures. She built a world that was a reflection of her, a world that was as limitless as her imagination. But all good things must come to an end. As she prepared to leave, she looked back at the world she had created, a world born of her imagination. She saw the challenges she had overcome, the expressions she had made, the world she had built. She saw that her imagination was not just a tool, but a treasure more valuable than any gold or gem. Zara left Imagination Island, but she carried its most valuable treasure with her, a boundless imagination. She may have left the island, but the island never left her. For in her heart, she carried the lessons she had learned, the experiences she had gained, and the treasure she had discovered, the boundless power of her imagination.